Hi everybody, my name's Patrick and I work for the Cornwall Music Education Hub. We're inviting students from every secondary school and college across Cornwall to take part in our Battle of the Bands competition. To take part in this competition, you need to submit a video or an audio recording of you playing some music. It can be a piece of music from any genre. It can be an original piece you've written yourselves or a cover version of a song you love. You might be a 10-piece ensemble or a 4-piece rock band or simply a solo artist performing on your own. You can find out more information from the accompanying guidelines and watch some other films giving you some top tips. We look forward to hearing and seeing your submissions. If you're a teacher or a band leader, you can find out more information by getting in touch with us via the Cornwall Music Education Hub. Here are a couple of top tips for playing as an ensemble, i.e. really playing together. The key to playing really together is to listen to the part that has the most rhythmic interest. In most music, this can be the drum kit. So get your drum kit player to lay down that groove and spend time everybody else listening to that groove. Then it can be really good just to add one more instrument, say the bass guitar, to the drum kit and make sure those two instruments are really playing together, and then build up your ensemble in layers, adding the guitars and the keyboards, and then finally the voice if you're using one. This approach also works if you haven't got a drum kit, but just maybe 2 instruments or even just voice and guitar. Keep listening to where the rhythmic interest is the most lively. The other thing that I find really useful when playing in an ensemble is to keep really good eye contact with my band members, particularly at the beginnings and the ends of pieces. Another key thing for a brilliant performance of a song is to get your start together and your end. So think about how you're going to start the piece, make sure you start it together, and think about how you're going to end your piece and make sure you end together. Most bands use amplification, and if your band is using amplified instruments or voices, it's worth really thinking about how you use that equipment to get the best sound. One guiding principle is to think, who is the quietest instrument? Often that's the singer, so make sure you find a level that's comfortable for the singer and bring the other instruments to match that level. If you're an unamplified instrument like a drum kit, you can't be controlled by the PA, so you have to think about the volume you're playing at in how you play the instrument. You can play the drum kit quieter than you imagine. As you find a really good balance on your PA system, your amplification, make a note of the settings you're on in terms of volume. But also remember, when you change a space and go into a bigger room, you might have to readjust these settings again. Always be aware of how loud your performance is for the audience who are in that space. Make sure, though it might want to sound impressive, it's not uncomfortable. In order to take part in Battle of the Bands, you're going to need to submit a recording or a film of yourselves playing your music. This doesn't have to be a professional studio quality recording. It may be you've got some good recording equipment at school or college, and maybe your teacher or another member of staff can help you, but you could also simply use your smartphone or any other recording device you've got. Our top tip for you here, though, is to make a recording and then listen or watch that recording back and make sure you can really hear every instrument and every singer that's taking part. If you're really struggling with this, reach out to a teacher or another member of staff who can also listen to the track with you. Once you're happy with the recording you've made, then you can send it to us. The address to send it to is on the guidelines that accompany this film. So good ensemble and dynamics and arrangements and balance give you a strong musical identity. But as a band, you also have a cultural identity as well. This is to do with how you look and the style you want to present to your audience. Don't be afraid to spend time thinking about this and talking about it as a band and presenting it to the audience. What are you going to wear? How are you going to hold yourselves? What's your energy on stage? It's really important to get good positioning on stage. Make sure you can see each other. Can the bass player see the drummer? But also, can the audience see all of you? Are you going to move or are you going to be quite static? How are you going to engage the audience during your performance? One of the things that gives a great band its particular identity is seeing and watching how the members of the band interact with each other, as well as how the front people of the band interact with the audience. Confidence comes from being yourselves, being who you are naturally, and projecting that to the audience. Cornwall has produced loads of great bands over the years and has a fantastic tradition of live music making. We hope this film is going to help you continue that tradition and make a great live band of your own. We're looking forward to receiving your entries and listening to all the music you've created. If you need any help or support in making your recording, please get in touch with us at the Cornwall Music Education Hub and we'll be happy to help. Have a great time making your music and good luck with the competition.